Hey everyone, Kana once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Oshi no Ko, Season 2, Episode 8, or 19. And this show has been amazing. Let alone this episode has been amazing. Once again, for another episode, yes. Once again, it's been amazing. And, especially, okay, in this episode, it's like, we're focusing on Kana, then the rest of it on Aqua, right? I mean, with Kana, she finally she broke out of that shell and finally get to enjoy acting like she used to back when she was a kid, right? I mean, when she finally just like that, when she just got to enjoy the acting, the expression on her face, it's like, yeah, she really finally got to enjoy living in the moment of acting is fun like she used to, right? But the whole thing, the whole little story that's, you know, with her mother, kind of like it's basically her mom. It was her mom's fault, you know. She kept on pushing this, you know, until like it finally just like it's like her own little world. Well, with her daughter just came crashing down. I mean, just like how their apartment, all the trash was piling to the ceiling, and I was like, she said like her dad was on the verge of like meeting another woman because of this. I'm like, it is the mom's fault, you know, because she's the one who kept on pushing this and just like kept pushing like until like. It was like a routine. It's not routine though, but just she just had to keep on doing this, you know, like just for the sake of. It was not for enjoying it. It was not for enjoyment anymore. She just had. It was like she just had to just keep on doing it because now that she had to. It was not for the industry, you know. It wasn't for enjoyment anymore. Which led to, you know, like when Akane was there saying, "Hey," you know, in that flashback, hey. The auditions basically were rigged, you know, for her to get the part right. She just had to keep on doing this, and that's why she was not. She was just going through the. She was just not. She wasn't going through it. She was going through it without any emotion, you know, just going through the part, you know, like because she was a child prodigy. That's the big one. She was a child prodigy, you know, and I'm like, you know, it sucked in her situation, you know. I'm like. And then finally at the moment with, you know, with Aqua, when because there's a moment because there's the moment where they were like ab-lipping. There was a moment where he was ab-lipping until the part where Kana was saying like, oh, he's good, but wait, now he's back on on script. I'm like, wait, so when she said that he's back on script, like. What was the part that he was ab-lipping? Because to me, it felt like he was like doing the whole thing, and it's like it felt like it was ab-libbed. But I know there were certain moments from before, like they said, oh, there's gonna be, they're going to make this up as they go, though, make it seem like it's part of the thing, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell the moment when he was ab-lipping until the part up until the moment when Kana was saying, "Oh, he's back on script now." I'm like, if that was the case, I was completely fooled because I didn't know that where up until that part where he was ab-lipping until that said he was back on the script. So I'm like, okay, and Aqua has shown that he is good. He is the best actor. He is. To us, the viewer, he is the best actor. I know the Kana is like Akane trying to outdo Kana in the performance-wise, but Aqua is the one who is the best actor. He's the one who's going to outshine them all. And then comes with her though. Yeah, with Kana, she broke out of shell and finally got to enjoy living in the moment of acting the way she wanted to, right? That made her happy. But with Aqua's case now. Because we saw from before if he tries to express any emotion, like being happy and enjoying acting, right, which to himself he can't. He basically like, allowed himself not to enjoy acting. He cannot have happiness because from before, otherwise he'll have a mental breakdown because it's a survivor's guilt about what happened to his mom. When that went back then. It's like survivor's guilt is like PTSD, and it has a real traumatic effect on him. And so, and because like he allowed himself to consume by this hatred instead of this path of revenge. He is the inner demon that he created for himself that not allows him not to enjoy happiness, not allowed to have have the joy of acting. You're acting out of pure hate because he's set himself on this path of revenge, and so up until the finale of this episode, the ending where he let it consumes him, and he just let his hatred and rage just take over, and that's when he excels in his acting, especially when the thing was like. When it happens up to the point where Akane, playing as the princess, she dies. First of all, the production of this play, which I will, if it was in real life, I would have loved to see in this production. I would have. Because this play has been well done, well handled. Even the moments in the animation direction, like in the art style, where when Kana was fighting Aqua, like we get that paint splash, like a while back in the first or second episode where they're auditioning, and they get with this paint splash, like if it was like the screen was blue and this paint splash of orange just splattered all over, right? We got like the same thing where it went like it was like a blue, and it's like the animation is like the paint splash of orange. The art direction has been phenomenal in this series, hands down. It has been spot on, top notch in this series, especially when it came to that visual style of art direction. It has been just top notch. So with the whole that all cool production the art production of the animation, and to the point where the princess Akane playing the princess dying, and then it shows the blood. Like, how did they get the blood? How did they get yeah, of course you're doing the play, you're faking the death of her, but how did they do the blood on the stage? I'm like, okay. I guess some of how they do the fake blood on the stage though. But Aqua, playing the part. He's a part of who's supposed to protect the princess, and now no reason to fight. But then up until he taps into that hatred and rage inside of him, that's when he goes full on acting mode. Well, he shows us his best acting by acting all hatred and rageful when he's fighting against the person who plays the lead guy, Blade. And we just see him just like he goes full force on the guy, and until up to the point where you see his eyes, he's full on villain mode right now. Hatred and rage is what he's been like this whole entire series, because like I said, the twinkle in his eye turns from white to black when he comes to like villain mode. This is full on rage mode. Up until just for the last second, it shows like he's biting the guy as well. I'm like, I was in awe when Aqua was doing, because it is in a sense he's getting his revenge. In a sense, he's getting his revenge on the person who killed his mom. In a way, it's like he imagines the guy who plays the guy who's acting, right? Imagine that's the guy who killed his mom, right? And he's finally getting his revenge on him. But the thing is, though, how long can he keep this up? Because ultimately, if he keeps keeping up with his rage, he's gonna crash and burn. He's gonna crash and burn until it kills him. Because this is gonna kill himself. So he's got. So what keeps us up here? He's just gonna crash and burn. So up until that, this episode has been amazing. Once again, a 10 out of 10. This show has never showed any signs of stopping or slowing down. It's been this show. Season 2 has been. If I say season 2 has been outshining the first season easily. It's first season 1 has been it's been excellent, but this whole stage arc, this play, this arc, it's been the best story arc I've seen for this series. It's been the best one of the series, and with this whole acting, and now with Aqua, finally, in a way, taking his revenge, by tapping into his hatred and putting into his acting. Not for enjoyment, but for hatred. It's been really a great, But like I said, how long can he keep this up until he crashes and burns, Because he's gonna do it until he kills him, But yeah, but episode 8 has been 10 out of 10 episode, So this whole play has been the arc of this play has been amazing. Like I said, if this was a play in real life, I would have loved to have seen this production. So like I said, but Kana, she finally kind of broke out of that shell of hers and finally had the moments where she got to just enjoy acting that made her happy, But at the same time, on the flip side, Aqua, when at the same time he's not allowed to be happy, he made himself not allowed to be happy while acting. He put his full force into his acting by tapping into his inner demon, but pretending, thinking like he's getting revenge on that guy that killed his mom, But through that hatred of acting, just like, man, he could be like the best actor. Which he did out of all the group, he is the best actor. But just like, it's gonna cause him to crash and burn, So, but anyway, that's episode 8. Phenomenal episode once again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and that's of Failure Frame, and we'll see you next time. Later. Once again, amazing episode once again.